Well, the football season is over, so you know what that means. Well, we still talk about football. We just talk about off-season football stuff. We talk about Tyreek Hill, where he might go, where some of the other free agents might go. We do the sports thing. We talk about where Sam Darnold stands right now after winning the Super Bowl, and he's actually a lot higher than you might think in the list of current NFL quarterbacks. But you might also notice when you listen to the show that there's a new voice on the show. We have a new co-host, Mark Rapogel. He's joining us now, as our friend Dorian is still recovering from everything he's going through with him and his family. So prayers for him. But if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like and subscribe to us. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, or even on Blue Sky. Welcome to number one local sports podcast in Central Florida. This is Sandlot Sports. I am Adam Capison. I'm here with BJ Thomas.
We will not be double touching the stone.
No. And we have a new voice on the show this week, Mike Rapogel. Say hi, Mike.
Hello.
So Mike is
Good to
a
be
Chicago.
here.
He's a Chicago Bears fan. We won't hold that against him, so it's okay.
And I was long
I'm
before
sorry.
this season. I didn't jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah. But you didn't decide to join this show in a more permanent form until the Bears were decent.
That's
let's
true.
make
That's true.
You,
let's make
you guys caught me in a good mood.
Yeah.
We'll see if that mood changes when the season starts. But,
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting year.
Mhm.
so, and we were joking before the show started. I wanted to click on record before we got too far. Yeah, the Dolphins kind of just did a purge of broken stars. Um, Bradley Chubb, I think, is done. He's broken. He was old, and he was not where he used to be.
Strong
Tyreek,
agree.
yeah, Tyreek Hill's a different story.
The internet's trying to drum up some interest for Chubb. I don't know if you've noticed that. There's been a lot of posts floating around about Bradley Chubb, and I'm like, good job. That's a good
Yeah.
job.
Someone's
No,
doing their job.
some's doing
Somebody on his side's doing their job.
One of my favorite little sports memes of the week was it showed the Dodgers signing Tyreek Hill because they signed everybody else. Why not?
Yeah.
By the
So
way, I know we don't talk about baseball much, but it gives me a small chub to hear Yankees fans whine about the Dodgers buying World Series. I love it. It's like, oh, somebody does it better than you now. It's a problem.
Mhm.
I love it.
no, but I mean, BJ, you said the best. That 75% of Tyreek Hill is still better than 75% of the wide receivers out there.
Well, I thought about that statement, and would that be the case for somebody whose knee just exploded? He relies on like jump cuts and sharp breaks, and I
Mm.
mean, it's going to depend.
Yeah,
I
and
thought about that.
the thing is, if you sign Hill now, you almost have to do like a Deshaun Watson minus the butt stuff contract.
That we know of.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So you almost have to sign, you have to sign him for like $1 million for this year and then backload his contract because he may not even play this coming year.
He can't pay his child support on $1 million a year. He can't sign that contract. That's bad business. He might as well get a podcast, start streaming like T-Pain.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay. But
Also, what you were mentioning about him needing to do the cuts and everything, he's a little tiny guy too. He relies on
Yeah.
that.
yeah, that's his game.
Hmm.
Hopefully it helps out that he's not a 230-pound guy. But I don't
That's
know.
true. But
I'm worried about him, but like, I just feel like there's some use for him because a lot of those guys, when they come back, they'll still have some straight line speed. It's the cuts that are the problem.
Well, and that's the thing, like a a 75% speed Tyreek Hill can still, I hate to use the cliche, yeah, he can still take the top off the defense. Just send them
Mhm.
deep every so often.
yeah, put someone out there taking away from somebody else. Absolutely,
Yeah.
at the very least.
But what made him great was what he did after the catch, and that relies on everything
Mhm.
we were just talking about.
He's not
Yeah.
good. He's not going to get a lot of yak. He's just not.
I don't know about that. He just won't be able to get it the same.
Well,
He's just gonna have to try to hit corners and beat people, and if he can't get out of bounds.
yeah. in 2026, he's not going to be what he is going to be in 2027. So again, you're basically taking a reduced rate for this year if you sign him to sign him for the next 3 or 4 years. It's going to have to be a 3 or 4 year contract.
Y'all messing
He
on.
someone could take it though. I mean, I could see someone taking him that. The
Sure.
the Dolphins weren't utilizing him anyway when he was healthy.
I
Well,
think there began to be a rift.
Towards this last year when that whole team was falling apart, they weren't using him anyway.
Well, I mean, Tua's trash too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's also the part of the equation that you're going to have to take into account. He needs to be the right quarterback
hmm
because you cannot put him on the Raiders with Geno Smith or Fernando Mendoza. It's just not going to work.
I just had like a phantom football experience. Like we're prepping for the next week of football, and there's no football, so it's kind of depressing. I just want to make that known that just happened. That shit just happened.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That was not funny.
So we have like 6 months of no football. So
Yeah, I needed that
Yeah.
too. That's what I needed you to follow that experience with, was that phrase right there. Thank you.
hey, I'm here to make you depressed. That's what I do.
You're doing a wonderful thing. You're doing a wonderful thing.
Is there even any more? Is there any more offshoot leagues anymore? Like the AFL
The,
came out and
the UFL,
folded.
I think, is coming around.
UFL, are they coming around?
Hey, you can survive on those 30 and up football leagues, those 37 and up football leagues. Those guys sell out,
Have you seen some of the games? They're out there killing each other.
killing each other.
They're out
to
there,
go
yeah. They're
deliver-
delivery drivers, freaking
to go
murdering
deliver
each
packages
other.
at UPS. You're like, bro, your insurance isn't that good.
No.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah,
And hits that you hear
yeah.
with no pads, and it's like, what,
hmm
why? The last time I played full contact football was at 35, and I thought it was stupid then.
I
Like, that's
couldn't see
stupid.
doing 35.
No, that was stupid. First time I got hit, I was like, shit. I'm out here. I'm out here now. Like I gotta survive this.
So, Mike, just for you, I looked it up. The
Mm-hmm.
UFL is having a season in 2026, and it starts the weekend of March 27th.
Okay.
So you can
So soon.
watch, yeah, you can watch the Columbus team, coached by Ted Ginn Jr., play here in Orlando against the
Ted
team
Ginn Jr.
coached by Anthony Becht.
Hell of a kick returner. Ted Ginn was a hell of a kick returner.
Yes.
He had his
So,
moments.
Every now and then you'll see a name on one of those leagues, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Mike Vick was he at Sacramento State?
he
Or
might.
no.
I
he's at
don't
Sacramento
know.
State.
And that might be why they're looking to come to FBS.
I thought Mike Vick was at Sacramento State. I caught an article when we were working today, and I didn't get to finish it. I just barely opened it and had got called away. They're talking about there being some flopping at the end of or at the bottom of Division One, where some FBS schools might come up and some Division One schools might go down.
Okay. So Michael Vick was offered the job at Sacramento State. He turned it
Okay.
down.
Is he in Virginia, Norfolk?
Is he doing
State?
anything?
Norfolk State, yeah.
Norfolk
Oh,
State.
okay.
Okay, that's right. Okay, and then did Andre Rison take the job at Sacramento State?
I don't know.
A famous football player from our era is at Sacramento State. I'm pretty sure.
Not according to this, but let me.
Oh, if it isn't, then I am incorrect.
Alonzo Carter is the current coach at Sacramento State.
I don't know that. I don't know Alonzo Carter.
Sounds like a basketball player.
That's Alonzo Mourning.
So, then damn.
But they're joining the MAC next year.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, they're coming up to FBS. Like them, and there's another school that's coming up to FBS this year. To your point, like there's schools that are going down a division because they can't afford to keep up.
No. Maybe it'll make Division Two or FBS better.
Maybe.
I watch just about any college football. I really don't care. Like, if it's a good game, I'll watch it.
Well,
It's ranked, unranked, rivalry stuff, love it.
the thing with college football is most of the time, especially the lower divisions, like it's evenly matched. Whereas in FBS, I mean, you got Florida playing UCF, and it doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
48-3 at the end of the game.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know BJ. Yeah, but
What's that?
you know, you've brought it up a couple of times about relegation in college football.
I love it.
Yeah, I agree with it. That needs to be a thing. 'Cause especially in college ball, there's so many damn teams.
I
They
wish
need
there
to-
was a way to. I
they
wish
need
there was a
to.
way to do it in the NFL.
Yeah. Well, the thing with college, there's so many teams, but only so many teams can actually win the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the last time a team outside of the Power Five or even Power Four won a championship was '84 when BYU did it. And the last time that a
That's
team,
why it's called the Power Five.
yeah, I mean, and Clemson and Florida State are really the only two schools outside of the SEC and Big Ten that have won a championship that I can even remember. I mean,
Hey, it is what it is.
yeah,
hmm
There's only so many players, and they don't want to go to Grand Valley State.
no, regardless of how much you pay them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. NIL money's making it worse too, because only the bigger and best schools have all the NIL money anyway. So the smaller schools don't really have anybody to throw money at kids either.
Well, see, and I disagree with that. While it's all of the money is bubbling to the top conferences, it's allowing the other schools in those conferences to compete. Because Indiana is not winning the championship without NIL and the transfer portal. Vanderbilt's not beating Bama without the transfer portal.
You don't think Indiana had anything to do with the donors it was able to muster up behind Signetti?
Oh yeah, and Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think that had more to do with it than what the Big Ten does.
But the fact
That's
that
what it's
he's
coming to.
yeah, but the fact that he's now able to donate into the NIL and get those players legally.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to do with what conference you're in more than it has to do with what money you can put together.
Fair.
Because even if you don't have a massive TV deal, if you have some really wealthy donors, like I'm surprised Oklahoma State has just like, or somewhere in Texas, one of these schools that have produced like oil.
Texas Tech tried it.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, that stuff's gonna start happening. The weird school's gonna pop up, like the guy that designed a SSD RAM or something. Like it's gonna be something crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and it's be like, what? Why is Gonzaga in the national championship? What's
Yeah.
15 years
Yeah.
down the road? Like, what are we doing? Oh, great. They got to get a hold of this. They're gonna have to put some kind of system on it.
There needs to be some type of salary cap for NIL. Like,
Mhm.
okay, so your school can, your boosters can pay your players, that's fine. But you can only pay them totally up to a certain amount. However you want to do that, that's fine. And just like the transfer portal, to me, it's all about, your players can move around as much as they want, but you can only do it after the season. Like after the season, not during the playoffs. And you can do it as many times as you want, but there just has to be limits to it.
And if I'm paying you,
If I'm paying you, you're playing the bowl game.
you're playing
Mhm.
every game.
Yeah.
You're playing whatever game you are medically held out from.
Yeah, and I mean, I've heard rumblings that NIL contracts are going to be tied to games played,
Yep,
It should.
Good. It absolutely
Yeah.
should.
and I think that's why they're changing the redshirt rule. Because it used to be, if you could play 4 games or less and be redshirted, and now I think they've done it up to 8. And it's going to be basically if you play 8 games, if you don't play 8 games, you don't get your money. And to me, that includes the bowl game.
Yeah, I mean, they got to do something to fix the bowl games. I like the idea they had of putting the bowl games at the beginning of the season. We talked about that a little bit. Put the lower bowl games,
Yeah,
Capital One Bowl, put them at the beginning of the season.
I,
Put
I've,
some
I,
good teams in them and let them rip.
yeah, I like the idea of doing like a SEC Big Ten challenge at the start of the season with the bowl games. An ACC Big 12 challenge. Let these conferences play each other in these bowl games.
I don't like the idea of that so much. I don't want to put any constraints on it. I want if Ohio State wants to go out and play Arizona State, let it happen.
Well, if you want to do the lesser bowl games, then you're going to have your conference tie-ins. Because if you want to do the Cheez-It Bowl, it's going to be the Big Ten and the SEC. If you want to do the Sun
I
Bowl,
think that they might have to re-examine that then, because if they can just focus on putting on the best 12 games to start the season.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what they need to focus on is like, let's put up some good pairings, some uncommon things, make some people travel, play some neutral sites.
I would love to see an SEC school play in Big Ten country, especially in the winter.
Yeah, that would be
Ooh.
interesting. It would be interesting. And then next year, y'all have to come down here in August.
That's fine. That's fine.
You
But
think so? You think so?
no, I mean
It all sucks.
they
It
they
all
do it
sucks.
now, but they do it now. So I mean, the last time Florida played north of the Mason-Dixon line, I don't think we were born
But
yet.
here's the thing, though, and we all agree college football's a business.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It is. It makes
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's no business sense for them to travel up there. I can avoid the whole thing. I can avoid the whole weather advantage and put you on turf in January.
yeah.
It makes no
Mhm.
fucking business sense to go up there and play y'all. Why would I take the chance of putting guys on skates on turf they don't play on or have never played on their whole life, most of them,
Well,
and then when I can put you on turf in January and dog your ass?
yeah, and that's the bigger point is if you want these teams to play each other, you have to make it incentivized for them, wherever they want to play.
You
And
can't you can't pay me enough to take that loss
yeah,
because I'm probably going to lose an SEC game too.
yeah, that's the thing
Yeah,
is
you can't pay me enough to go up there after October, early November. Not coming.
the only way it's going to happen is in the playoffs now. Is if a Florida State, Alabama somehow get a 9, 10, 11 seed and have to play at Indiana or at Michigan in the playoffs. That's the only way it's going to happen. Which they did that when Tennessee went up. Now, granted, Tennessee to Ohio, but when Tennessee played at Ohio State in the playoffs and got wrecked.
I can tell you the weather from here to Tennessee is crazy enough. Imagine Tennessee from Ohio, and I know what it is from here to Syracuse. So, yeah,
Fair.
no. Yeah, you get up close to those Great Lakes, that weather gets a little sketchy.
The wind starts kicking a little bit.
Wind starts kicking a little bit. You might not throw the ball so much. Yeah. No, I just want. I'm all for the show. Whatever we can do to make the best matchups, the best rivalries, ignite some new ones. Two teams talking shit about each other. Hey, go ahead, start the season. Go ahead. That's what you wanted?
I like the idea of having a non-conference rivalry because those are few and far between. I mean, there's basically Florida State.
Well, there's certain ones that still need to be at the end of the year. So there'll be no Ohio State, Michigan, no Florida State, no Miami, Florida's usually middle or later, if I'm not mistaken. Miami, Florida State is usually middle of the season or later.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Well, and I would tell you, being from Ann Arbor, and they've actually tried to do this, if they move the Michigan Ohio State game from outside of the Thanksgiving Day weekend, like they will riot in Michigan and Ohio.
Yeah, so there's certain things they have to be careful of. I think it has the potential to be pretty interesting, though.
But you bring up a good point is why would a team like Florida, like Alabama, like Georgia want to schedule a tough out-of-conference opponent when it could only hurt you? Because those teams, for the most part, are ranked in the top 15 to 20 to start the season. You're probably going to get a conference loss or two throughout the year. So it doesn't really benefit you to play a tough out-of-conference schedule anymore.
Oh, I'm not even worried about the opponent. It doesn't pay for them to play in cold weather.
I was just going back to your idea of just you have the mid-tier bowl games, Cheez-It, Pop-Tart, whatever it is. You have those start of the season.
Yeah, for sure.
You can have your Michigan Texas game September 5th.
Yeah.
You don't have to, weather's not a problem up north.
But I'd like it. I don't know if I want them to be close to their home areas though. Like I don't know if I would want the Gators playing in like Jacksonville or the Citrus Bowl or you know what I mean. Like you gotta move out a little bit. Like put some teams in different places while the weather's nice. And I don't know. I just think it'd be cool to put like the Gators up in Washington, playing Stanford or somebody. Just I don't know. Just like a bowl game.
Maybe if we start sacrificing those Pop-Tarts to the gods a little bit earlier, it'll make things go a little bit smoother.
I'm telling you, at least the
Pop-Tart Bowl. It is.
If nothing else, it's entertaining. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Sacrificing them to the Pop-Tart gods because
exactly.
And then they eat them. They eat their bodies when they come out of the toaster.
God. Oh shit. Yeah, they're just kind of leaning into it and doing their thing. It's been wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a relatively new thing.
Yeah.
The Pop-Tart Bowl is brand new, only a few years old, isn't it?
Yeah.
Being authentic, not taking yourself seriously. Is
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the idea. They basically went, hey, we know this game doesn't matter, so F it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And Pop-Tarts is not a serious product, so look at
yeah. Who eats our food? Who eats our food? Kids and stoners? Okay, let's make it.
Have you ever seen anybody eat a Pop-Tart with like an angry face?
No.
No.
Now, the important question is, do you heat up your Pop-Tarts or not?
Depends.
If I can.
Yeah.
If
Sometimes
I
I
can,
grab them and go, but yeah.
Like if I have a minute, maybe. I don't really eat them like I used to.
I can't.
I don't either.
Yeah, my doctor's told me, like, no Pop-Tarts for you. Your alarm bells will go off. Don't do that.
Oh, shit.
No, diabetes is a bitch.
I was about to say it is straight sugar.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much the whole thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, while we're talking about football, I want to kind of get back to a conversation we were having.
We were just sitting here talking about fucking diabetes, bro. We're getting old.
Yeah, well, getting there.
God
damn.
You gloss over the fact that we like
football on the beat us
for 5 minutes.
Yeah, all I know is for the Super Bowl party, my daughter made this Oreo cream cheese dip, and like you scooped it out with Oreos. I'm like, that's just death.
Try it, Dad.
Try it, Dad.
How's your life insurance policy, Daddy?
I'll put the numbers in. I'll just hold my finger over the button. Jesus. Just stab you in the neck with insulin.
You can stab it wherever. The eyes? No, not the eye. So I wanted to get back to a conversation we were having on the text thread, because we were talking about Sam Darnold and where he kind of stands nowadays. BJ, you're chuckling at that.
On Kevin O'Connell's neck. Is that his name?
Yes. Yeah. The coach from Minnesota. So I know it's been brought up a couple of times, but I figured we'll address it here. Is Sam Darnold a top 10 quarterback right now in the NFL?
Top 10?
We're going to make you name him, so.
Yeah. I mean, let's just do it then. Like,
I think you have to at this point because they just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. How many Super Bowl winning quarterbacks are in the NFL right now?
Okay, so there's Mahomes.
And I might add, he wound up playing in the toughest division, one of the toughest divisions of football this year. Let's make that known.
Yeah.
49ers, the 49ers started to come on mid-late season. The Rams were tough all year.
Okay. No other division had 3 12-win teams other than the NFC West.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you can deny it.
Yeah.
Because Josh Allen constantly fails in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Patrick Mahomes is dinged up. Aaron Rodgers is getting much older.
Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar's up there.
Would you take Sam Darnold over Lamar right now?
Shit. With who? With what roster?
That's what I was about to say. With what system? I think.
With what? Yeah, with what roster? Because nobody should have Lamar Jackson's receivers.
Yeah,
Not all on the same team at the same time.
and that's like I don't want to be that guy, but that you can plug and play any decent quarterback in that Seahawks team and do what they did.
Look, same thing with the 49ers. Look what Mac Jones did
Yeah.
this year. That was impressive.
So
Mac Jones kept them in the game.
then how would you explain the Cincinnati Bengals?
No offensive line.
Yeah, never had an offensive line, and at this point, Burrow is constantly injured.
Because he's no offensive
No
line.
offensive line. Yeah, circle back to the no offensive line.
It's
Yeah.
it's like it's a wheel that goes around. And what's crazy is all three of our like broke asses know it, and
Yeah.
we can probably fix it.
hmm
You know what I mean? Move some shit around, bro.
Any actual fan of the franchise that watches the game can be screaming at their TVs. Like when we were watching the playoffs in the Bears game, I was like, "Take the fucking points, you guys!" Like
Why the hell would you
screaming
make
at the television.
T. Higgins that much? And it's
Yeah.
not a T. Higgins thing.
Mhm.
It's not a T. Higgins thing. It's we can't afford to allocate these assets to wide receiver. We already paid Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I don't know. It's very frustrating. It's frustrating with it. I mean, I like T. Higgins too, but what was it, $150 million contract?
Something like that.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure it was a $100 million contract.
Oh, it was $100 million.
Yeah. 150.
Between him and Burrow, that's a good chunk of their.
Oh,
freaking
and don't
salary cap right
forget
there.
Chase is on that team too.
Yeah, Jamar
Yeah,
Chase.
Chase.
Okay, so T. Higgins' contract is 4 years, $115 million.
Jesus.
That's why they got rid of Joe Mixon. That the injuries he was having.
That's quarterback money.
And Jamar Chase, on the other side, is 4 years, $161 million.
The $176 million.
Jesus.
Is that it? $181 million?
Okay, 161 plus 115 is 276.
270.
Plus Burrow. Burrow's got $100 million, doesn't he? At least $100 million.
Oh, jeez. I think so.
Burrow's contract is 5 years, 275.
God.
Ah!
That's 3 starting quarterback salaries. Good starting quarterback salaries.
Yeah, probably middle of the road quarterbacks, contributors.
Mhm.
Yeah, they got to get rid of one of them. They're getting rid of Jamar. They have to.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get him killed in the process. If they don't make something happen, they're going to get Joe Burrow killed.
Tyreek's out there.
At this point, I don't know if it's a loss to trade T. Higgins, sign Tyreek Hill, and try to get some assets for that offensive line.
I mean, as silly as that sounds, the end piece of that is why it gives me pause. Because you're getting money for your offensive line.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose.
Yeah.
At least with an offensive line, you can compete with your shitty defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you got to dump the ball out quick, there's nobody better than that than Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. And Chase Brown. Chase Brown's pretty good at that too.
Yeah, he's pretty good too.
So he'll have two options now to get rid of that ball quickly. And I don't think you can hang all over T. Higgins and Jamar Chase with Tyreek Hill running across underneath. or not
Yeah.
T Higgins, but Jamar Chase if Tyreek
Mhm.
Hill's underneath him.
So I mean, in realistically, they probably don't even need to get rid of Higgins. Here's what they have right now: they have 60 players signed, so they have some
Well,
spots. $52 million under the cap.
We got more money than the Bears.
yeah, but who didn't they lose Hendrickson?
Yeah,
Okay, so that's money that should have been spent on him. So they lost a significant player.
Probably, yeah.
Um, I can't think of any other significant player they lost on defense.
that because they don't have any other significant players on defense.
And they traded us.
There's no significant player on defense, but that's yeah.
Other than Trey Henderson, there was no significant player. Yeah, I don't know. I
That's a
just don't
dumb
know
yeah.
in this day and age how you can have 4 years and $276 million tied up in 2 wide receivers.
That's crazy.
I just don't know.
And it's a hard cap league. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're playing like flag football with no rush, okay, maybe.
Let's give our chronically injured quarterback a half
Yeah,
a second to throw the ball each play.
Yeah, Joe Burrow gets a 10-second count. I mean, he's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, you need an offensive line.
Too much.
So, I mean, going back to my question about Sam Darnold being a top 10 quarterback, I mean, I don't know if there's 9 quarterbacks better than him that I would take in the league right now.
I know you can go back and listen to us shit on Sam Darnold.
Oh, 100%.
I know that you can go back, and there's probably about 2 years of us shitting on Sam Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to be known that we are eating crow right now.
Yes.
We are in our humble pie right now. So let that be known. I don't know if many other outlets do things like this.
Yeah. I will absolutely admit, that what I said, especially when after the loss to the Lions and he fell apart in the playoffs 2 years ago, he doesn't have it, but I would take him over Joe Burrow right now.
I would too.
Josh Allen?
Would I take him over Josh Allen? The Seattle's the only team ever to win a Super Bowl and not commit a turnover.
Yeah, plus the way Josh Allen was playing, they made a lot of dumb mistakes in that game when they lost that game in the playoffs. Like, why if you're in field goal range and the next score wins, why are you throwing it 30 yards?
Yep.
Like, what are we doing? And they lost the game because of it.
And at that point, any score wins. It's not just
Yeah,
in field goal range. It's anything wins.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But okay, would you take him over Jalen Hurts?
Yes.
What about Dak?
I wouldn't. I know Mike would.
Yeah, I would. No hate on Dak, I just would. I'm not saying that because of the star on your hat. I'm just.
I know Dak's got his problems, but man, there's been few quarterbacks that have had a career like him.
The thing, Dak will have one solid season where he does nothing wrong, and then the next season falls apart.
It's the season that he has every time he has no defense, he does MVP shit.
Because he has to.
Because he has to.
Would you take Sam Darnold or Jaden Daniels?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You're already too far down the list.
He got injured twice this year. It's that's a bad look.
Like, who else is out there? Would you take him over Bo Nix? Yes.
Jordan Love?
Yes.
Yes.
Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Stafford?
No.
No.
Because he's out there throwing dimes.
I don't know how this man's arm is still the same as it was like 10 years ago.
No.
Seriously.
What is he working now?
He's 38 now.
Yeah, what is he doing? He's still throwing lasers.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have one of those things where when his arm's done, it's fucking done. Like he's
Yeah.
not gonna be able to like throw a frisbee. He's not gonna be able to do shit. He's gonna
Yeah.
have to switch hands when he's jacking off. It's just gonna be terrible. He's gonna be done.
Has anybody seen Dan Marino throw a football in the past 20 years? Because I'm not sure his arm works anymore.
No.
No, he
I
probably.
saw that when Philip Rivers was talking about when he's coming back, he said he was hanging out with a couple of his sons and stuff doing drills, and they're like they're playing football, and he's like, "What do you miss this?" He goes, "I miss kind of getting hit a little bit." He's like, "I miss getting the lick and getting back up from it." I'm like, "What?" Old man Rivers saying that?
Yeah, I know.
No. He misses the time away from his children.
Probably.
Hey, he got that insurance though.
Yeah.
He got that insurance back.
He re-ed up for 5 more years at least.
Come back in 5 years and be like, I'm gonna give it one more shot, guys.
I can see him in like 4 years going, I think I want to be a head coach now.
I think he can be a coach.
I think you can do it.
Yep.
Mhm.
A lot of problems with those fiery guys, if you don't have the same passion they do, sometimes they can't like wrap their head around it like
Yeah.
Singletary style.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Singletary, he burned himself out as a coach.
Well, I mean, he was on 100% for like 30 years.
Yeah.
That's tough on the body.
Yeah. So yeah, I think going back to the original thesis, I think Sam Darnold is a top 10 quarterback, and
Sounds like he's a top 5 quarterback.
it kind of sounds like it. I mean, they kind of you start running through the list. It's like, wait a second,
Yeah.
these guys are not that good.
Mahomes wasn't doing shit till he got hurt this year either.
And
Trevor Lawrence, Caleb Williams, C.J. Stroud.
End of the year, Trevor Lawrence turned it around. He won the fantasy league for me. He was putting up huge numbers at the end of the year.
He did. He was putting up some big numbers.
yeah, and then he ended his year the most Trevor Lawrence way possible.
Yeah, he did.
What did he do? I forgot.
He threw an interception. They were down by 3, and he threw an interception in his last drive.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. I mean, I can't think of any other quarterback like.
I mean, Jared Goff, maybe.
I don't know. Sometimes with them, I don't know if it's play calling or decision making, but something's just off.
I'm going to go play calling, but I mean, Goff is one of those guys that needs to be in the exact right situation. Similar to Darnold, but if he's in the right situation with the right coach and the right play calling, he can be just phenomenal. If anything is off.
Is this even a case of being in the exact right situation, or is he in a functioning organization?
Two things can be true.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's not perfect. Maybe he's in a functioning organization that put a whole team around him, and all he has to do is his part now.
Well, and that was the thing in LA. Like, he was supposed to be the savior, and that's not his game. His game is not throw it down the field 40 yards. That's Stafford's game. His game is precision, throw it 10, 12 yards on a dime every single time. And that's what GMs need to understand is the guy you draft needs to fit what you want to do and not just be the best quarterback out there.
You know who Sam Darnold's granddad was?
I do not.
One of the original Marlboro men.
Nice.
Dick Hammer was his name.
That's
Richard
a name.
Hammer.
That is a
Richard-
name.
I'm talking about.
Richard Hammer. Dick
That's what
Hammer.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's a great name. That's a great name.
And then here comes your grandson, Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
What the hell
the
happened
hell?
there?
The fuck happened?
You know how
Maybe
mad I
that's
would be
why-
if my granddad's name was Dick Hammer?
Maybe
My
that's
name
why
was
his
Sam
name was Hammer.
Darnold. Yeah.
That's why his name was Hammer, because his
Yeah.
original name was Darnold. He was like, no. Dick
What?
Hammer.
Yeah.
Shit.
Who was who did the punter that was like Anger was his last name?
Brian Anger?
Yeah.
I think so.
Who did he play for?
Few teams.
I always thought Joe Juravicious was the coolest name.
It was a cool name.
That's a cool name.
The Tuiasosobos.
So, Mike, I know you're not up on basketball and BJ. I know you've kind of tuned out, but I want your thoughts on something that came up over the weekend. It's All-Star weekend, no one cares.
Mm.
The Adam Silver for the NBA was talking about teams that are tanking. He's actually fined teams for pulling their starters going into the fourth quarter because, hey, look, we don't want to win this game. Um,
Oh.
the funny thing was Indiana basically sat their entire starting five for the entire game and won the game, and they still got fined.
It sucks. That
So,
sucks.
but he apparently is getting pissed. But I think he's getting a lot of shit from betting sites and people that are betting, because of the
Oh
tanking,
yeah.
and wondering how can I fix this in the league? How can I reduce teams that just are tanking and just gave up on the season? And one of the things that he has come up with, and I thought was interesting, was basically eliminate the draft. Eliminate the need for tanking
Mm.
because the draft is completely gone. And what it would be is every rookie that comes into the league is a free agent.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Isn't it lottery based
Hey.
anyway?
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah, so the idea in the NBA is it's a lottery, and your odds of winning the lottery increase with as bad as your record is.
Gotcha.
But if you trade away your best player, you normally get the number one pick.
Hmm.
But yeah, he's flat out said everything's on the table, and we have a soft salary cap, and rookies can be unrestricted free agents. Have fun.
That would be awesome.
That's funny.
However, how would you compete with the Lakers, Knicks, and Celtics?
I mean, in the NBA now, it is a soft cap.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it'll turn into a baseball league.
yeah,
Baseball situation.
yep.
Orlando's done.
So the only way you could really do that is to make it a hard cap.
I don't think LeBron and his team is going to stand for that.
No,
He needs to be able to try to load his bench up late in the season to try to make a run in the playoffs, which hasn't worked in a few years.
hasn't worked since the bubble.
The bubble.
Is LeBron still calling out? He's calling out sick half the time during the season now.
No, but because
I
Luke is
this
there,
is
he's taken off like half the games. Like, oh y'all don't
yeah.
play.
That's what I mean. Yeah, he doesn't play half the games. That's done that quite a bit.
Yep. But yeah, BJ, you're right. I mean, if they just said all the rookies are free agents, teams like Orlando and Milwaukee and Atlanta, they'd be fucked.
Hmm.
I think it would make the league more interesting, but I mean,
What if
Boston.
the teams that were at the lower end of this what at the lower end of the standings had first rights to negotiate?
Well, you still then incentivize your poor
You
record.
tanking? Yeah, you'd still be
Yeah,
tanking.
but right, but you only have to get in the bottom 14 though, so it's not like you're really going to be tanking because you're not aiming for that one spot. Like if you're bad enough to be in that bottom 14, you're just going to be in it. And then, or was it just 28 teams?
30 teams, I think, just
30
without.
teams. So you're in the bottom 15. I don't think the tanking would be as bad because you're not shooting for one spot.
So you're saying that if you don't make the playoffs, all the teams that don't make the playoffs get
All of
first.
them.
Yeah.
First right to negotiate. So that still puts a big enough pool where even if you try to get in there, who says you're going to be able to get this person? Because if the Knicks wind up in that pool with their money,
This also circles back to relegation. They add
Yeah.
that would stop all that shit.
no, I couldn't be a Magic fan anymore.
Because they wouldn't be an NBA team anymore.
You'd be seeing him at a high school gymnasium
Yeah,
when to go see a
We can
game.
afford to go to games. So we can all go to games frequently.
Shit, we'd be probably playing on the motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. let me just get a layup. At this point, I'd probably mess that up.
I can give you 5 good minutes. Other than that, I'm done.
Yeah.
5 good minutes. Bullshit. Bullshit.
That's like one of the conversations we had in the group chat a while ago. If any of us were to line up in the NFL, how far do you think we'd get?
5 yards.
Driven into the ground like a
Yeah.
snake.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh.
I ran the other day. I ran back to my truck to grab something. I have never felt my feet so heavy. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's like now when I do anything, if I'm getting up and down out of trucks or something like that for a day, I'm like, ooh, Lord.
Why is my back like this?
Yeah.
I put together furniture last week, and I was down there for hours, and I stood up and I was like, shit. I was like, shit. Done. Quit.
I was happy my furniture came today pre-built. I was like, yes,
Ooh.
deal with this shit. Yeah. We got new patio furniture, and it came all in one box. The couch, the 2 chairs, all came in one box. All pre-assembled.
Big ass box.
Yeah, it's a huge ass box. I'm thinking about charging $800 rent for it.
So did anybody see any of the All-Star game or All-Star weekend? Sorry, it's not a game anymore.
I just saw Jace Richardson bust his ass in the dunk contest.
Yeah, that was silly.
That was sad.
Yeah.
I still think it's funny how certain people don't go, and then you got 4'11" Glorilla going up against 7'6" Taco Fell. What the hell are we doing here?
I love it.
Well, it's really like, yeah, I didn't realize it was on until like I was listening to podcast yesterday, and they're like the NBA All-Star game. I'm like, oh shit, that was this weekend. Oh fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the video of the stands during the weekend. Mm-hmm. It was empty.
Yeah,
like no one wants to go to this thing, and it brings up a point of, do All-Star games just in general, do they matter anymore?
Well, they take away the actual game, the competition of it. I remember when the Pro Bowl used to be something. Like it was a game to watch.
Yeah, Sean Taylor fixed that.
Now it's just dog shit. Now it's just drills.
It's literally flag football now.
Yeah, and All-Star NBA, same thing. You got Kevin Hart out there every year for some reason. And it's just, they're just dicking around. Like we want to see a good, like, it used to be like having an all Madden team. You're like watching an all Madden team of each side play football against each other. Peyton Manning are screaming in people's faces, grabbing face masks and shit. They're like, calm down, man. It's Pro Bowl.
It was a little loose until like the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth. And then it tightened up when the money got on the line. But I don't know. They were good games. They were fun to watch. They're competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it speaks to like the leadership of this league as far as players go is not as competitive as the guys were back then.
Oh no,
they aren't.
Oh, for sure.
Even into the early 2000s, 2010s, it died off. It's just
well, and how much of that is back in the 80s and 90s? Players didn't move around nearly as much, especially star players. And
maybe, but also because you can't hit people like you used to.
Fair.
Yeah.
But in the 80s and 90s, players legitimately hated each other. Like nobody liked Isaiah Thomas.
Also, the Pro Bowl was after the Super Bowl, so everything was over. There was no saving yourself.
No.
For the Super Bowl.
Well, so they fixed that by saying if you're in the Super Bowl, you're not playing at the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's why we had Shadur Sanders in the Pro Bowl. And also, I saw when you posted Justin Fields turned it down. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Damn. Could you imagine?
Well, he said
Lord.
he wanted to work on his mechanics. I read that as he wanted to work as a mechanic.
I was about to say,
That's
is
what I
car
thought.
fucking
I
up?
think he started working on cars or something. He needs to work on. He needs to work on catching a football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't that long ago, he almost lost his job to Russ.
Damn.
it's a tradition for Ohio State quarterbacks to become wide receivers in the pros. So just continue that tradition.
Look, outside of Brady, it's been a rough 30 years for you guys over there. So I
And
mean,
what's really funny is, like, we weren't that great when Brady was our quarterback.
no. But that's the one you got. So that's the only reason we can't be like Michigan quarterbacks are trash. Is because you have Tom Brady. But if I were to just like remove Tom Brady from the history books, Michigan's quarterbacks are trash.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. There we go.
And you could say that about Purdue if you remove Drew Brees from the conversation. You could say that about Cal if you remove Aaron Rodgers from the conversation.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of them, but I'm just making sure. Because
Okay.
you like to trash Ohio State and Alabama quarterbacks, but outside of Tom Brady, all your quarterbacks are trash in the NFL.
Hey, Chad Henne has won multiple Super Bowl rings.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, everybody needs somebody to hold the clipboard.
Hey, Drew Lock just got a ring.
Yeah,
Where's he from? Purdue?
I think he's from Washington.
Washington? Yeah, that sounds right.
Nope, he's from Missouri. Oh, that's right. Missouri's backup QU.
Missouri.
Yeah, because Chase Daniels got a ring,
Yep.
and there was another one.
Chase Daniels made a wonderful life being a backup quarterback.
Hey,
It's a good
man,
life.
I would love to be Matt Castle.
Yeah, he did well.
Yeah. What about Big Dick Nick?
His hand.
Hero.
Big Dick Nick.
Big Dick Nick he's a hero.
Hero.
He's an icon in
In
Philadelphia.
the locker room and on the field.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Fucking wife walks in the locker room, they're like, ma'am. Jesus.
So really, the only other thing we've got going on is the Winter Olympics.
Really?
Well, I bring this up for a reason, so just bear with me for a second. We suck at it. Like, as Americans, we suck at winter sports. And I wanted your take, because I have my theories. I wanted your guys' take as to why we suck at winter sports.
We can afford indoor sports facilities and other countries can't, so we do that.
And also, when you look at these winter sports, these are sports that the rich white folk in our country partake in. And they're not the best athletes.
No, and they're not motivated to like do well.
Yeah,
They just get stuff.
that's why everybody loves the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yes,
Everybody loves it.
great movie. And Mike, you actually kind of touched on what I was going to bring up. Is it's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Youth sports are goddamn expensive.
Yep.
I mean, like, my daughter's volleyball, and that's not a winter sport, but just that is almost $6,000 a year. And she's not even on the best team. Like, the best team at her age level is $12,000 a year.
And you're just talking about just to get into the sport. You're not talking about trips to Breckenridge and shit like that.
Yep.
For training
and I'm wondering, are we pricing ourselves out of good athletes?
You're talking.
No, because at the end of the athletes that represent the U.S., I mean, in a way, but they're paid for. Like the actual athletes, like all the gymnasts and stuff, they all have sponsorship deals and everything. But that's the problem: getting your foot in the door. You have to have the money
Yeah,
to do it. There's
it's the initial investment to join a
yeah,
gymnastics
Yeah.
class and join another
yeah,
gymnastics class and move
but
up
it's
that way.
cheaper. It's cheaper to be a gymnast than it is to be a downhill skier.
Yes. But
And
it's cheap.
I would now, if you're trying to be elite in both, yeah, probably.
Hmm.
It's cheaper to be a great basketball player than it is to be a downhill skier.
Sure.
It's cheap. It's cheaper to be a top tier football player than it is to be an ice
Hmm.
skater.
Hmm.
It's cheaper to be a soccer player than it is to be anything else. Because with those sports, you need a field, you need a ball, and you can go. Where the ice skating with skiing, you gotta pay just to play.
Yep.
And that's where I get worried when I go to like my son's soccer match. Like he's 9 years old, playing soccer. Literally, they were not even keeping score, and there was almost a fight on the sidelines last year. And I'm wondering, is
Hell
because
yeah.
Well, what?
one of the players wanted to fight the coach.
That's a damn shame.
And I'm just wondering, is because these parents not only are forking over so much money for these kids to play, but some of them, this might be their only shot at getting into
Mm.
college.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, just from American as a whole, are we just pricing ourselves out of
And
getting athletes to compete?
and outside of the Olympics, nobody in America watches these sports.
No.
That's another thing. It's just not popular in this country.
I mean, if it's not wintertime and you talk to me about curling, I'm just like, free weights?
Yeah. I saw a thing that was it was a joke, but it was there used to be an Olympic event that hadn't been around since the 80s. It was like downhill, like choreographed skiing. And it was half-assed like figure skating, but they were dancing on regular skis with the poles, and they were taking the poles, doing handstands on the poles and flipping off of them. I'm like, that's cool as shit. I'm like, that's cooler than figure skating. I'm like, let's bring something like that back. But
I
what it
used to
is.
watch downhill skiing. Do you remember NBC used to broadcast that stuff on Saturday mornings or Sunday
Yeah.
mornings?
When they
I
needed
think
content.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wide World of Sports, and then after that they just did it like. But I used to watch the downhill skiing because that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts. So I used to watch that, but outside of that, not too many winter sports that I watch.
You know what?
I
Just
like
speed
watching-
skating.
I'll watch speed skating when I catch it.
Speed skating's and yeah, that's the weird thing in the
Because-
Olympics. I look forward to speed skating. I actually look forward to curling in the Olympics, honestly.
Yeah,
'Cause-
the speed skating, that's endurance. That's just power over time.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I remember those girls, the damn quadzillas. Was it Bonnie Blair?
I don't
Is that
remember.
her name?
I don't know
think that was her
any.
name.
I couldn't tell you any of them's name.
If you look up Bonnie Blair now, it's probably something different.
I don't want to ruin my search history.
Mine's fucked. I'll do it. Hold on.
I was
Yeah.
laughing
Retired
Watching
American speed skater.
in the curling when you mentioned at the beginning of the show, don't do the double touch. That Canadian sounded like Shorzy. It's like, I'll get fucked, man. Screaming at the Sweden guy.
He got aggressive quick. He was ready.
Yeah.
He was ready.
I was hoping one time for a give your balls a tug or something, just something.
Something. Please.
I was like, give us something.
Just lob a softball at us so we can laugh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I did see the one video of the Chinese speed skater that when they started, like she just bolted and literally lapped the field and then hung out behind everyone else, and just everyone forgot about her. So when she crossed the finish line first, people were like, "What do you mean the race is over?"
That's crazy.
That's funny.
So, well, that's about all we have for this week. Again, light on football, light on basketball. So I mean, it is what it is, guys. So bear with us until we.
Stupid.
Yep. So,
It's
but that's what
coming.
Mike's here for. So it's all
So there we
good.
go.
So
Oh no, let's correct that. He's just bringing more stupid, not the only
More stupid.
there you go.
More stupider.
more stupider. Yes, exactly.
You can't fix stupid. So,
That's right.
but with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Sandlot Sports.